Hi guys, good afternoon to all of you. We're in for a special treat. No, you know I feature a lot of personalities and stories with the ultimate goal to inspire you go through your road toward financial freedom. So for this video, I have a man that I respect. No, he's one of the best speakers that we have here in the country. But not just that, he's not just characterized for being good at business, but what he talks, he actually walks. So, and he has a very, very nice story as well. I'd like to introduce you guys to Mr. Jayson Lo.
Hi everyone, thank you Marvin for
Yeah.
having me. If you respect me, Marvin is my hero.
No. Quick question about your life story. No, you would talk about you making millions in your early 20s, then losing it, and then going into debt. How did that start?
Yeah, it was difficult because I think it's something that I had to go through.
Okay.
So when we lost everything, I was in sales before, and at 22, I earned my first million, and I thought I knew the definition of success.
Oh, wait lang. So you earned your first million at 22 years old.
At 22.
That's something very good. Not everyone
Yeah.
can actually make millions at 22.
Right. But the problem is if it happens too soon and you feel like money is easy, making money is easy, and it's because of you, then that's where the problem starts showing up, in the sense that there are times when peak seasons, off seasons, when you're in business, ups and downs, and if you're not aware of that, you can easily be affected in a sense. And I believe this happens to artists, singers, actors, wherein they had fame immediately, or even in the NBA, you can see that college players who went to the NBA and then instant fame, only to lose everything because they don't know how to handle fame, money. So I'm not saying that I had fame before, but definitely I was successful at a young
But
age.
when you made your first million, was that through business or you did something special to earn it?
Some of them was from business.
Or minana mo or something?
Businesses. No. Well, I hope na meron, no? But when I started at 18 years old, I started in sales.
4 years, huh? Okay.
But I wasn't serious that time, and kami before Mars, we started a house-to-house Changi. It's interesting, at the onset of the internet, we were actually going to different houses, people who are well off, who had no time to go to the mall to buy gifts during the holiday season. So we would go to their houses and start offering stuff, and we would bring at one time 50 to almost 100 different kinds of gift items. So they would pick a couple, and then they would buy a number with one SKU, and from there, the next day, we would deliver all of these items.
Okay, but when you made the million, you lost it because you spent more, or the business really didn't go well after?
So I started doing that business. After that, I went into direct selling, and I made my first million in 8 months. I bought a car. That time, SR na Revo, sports runner.
Oh.
So
I heard nga, I wasn't born at that time, but I heard it was a good Toyota model. No?
Okay, thank you very much. We're gonna end this. So, di ka born? Ilan taon ka na nun? High school ka na nun eh.
Early 90s, yeah.
So, when I lost everything, that's when I learned what success really is. Success is not about making it, it's about maintaining it.
Pero was it mismanagement of the funds? You spent too much, or the business didn't do well? That's why parang if you weren't able to go with your monthly expenses anymore.
Well,
If you're okay to share, if you're
yeah,
okay,
of course.
okay lang.
One is I was too eager. At the age of 25, we started different businesses. Most of them were small scale. So I had a few kiosks, I had a food business, I had this and that. But one of our companies, it's a direct selling company, that was the one that really exploded, for lack of a better term. But I thought when I had businesses, it's better to have a lot and then leverage. But you need to have experience. Kailangan tinututukan mo pa rin yung negosyo kahit na maliit lang yung business mo. Doon ako nagkamali.
Were you, what I would always tell people do business, that as they started earning, were you setting aside cash also, parang a stockpile of cash to protect you?
No, that was the problem with me. I didn't diversify. I put everything back in the businesses.
Okay.
So we lost our business one by one.
That was 25, no?
Actually, long story, no? 25, nawala ulit yung business. Nakabangon ako 27. So, start na naman. Pero yung 25 ako, di ako na-bankrupt yun. Para we just lost some of the businesses. But we had, I still had money that time. But at the age of 30, when we started another business, dun lahat na nawala.
When you say bankrupt, the company folded up or personal bankruptcy?
Yeah, the company folded up, and personally, since I was the major stockholder, kumbaga parang CEO ako yung CEO ng company.
Okay, wow.
I took all the blame. And I took all the responsibility also. That's also.
So you had partners.
I had partners.
So it wasn't parang shared between all of you, or?
Well, it was shared, but when we started losing money by the buckets, I started taking responsibility and use my own money.
Okay.
Kaya nagbalun yung
Pero that shows also that you fight for your business, kasi not all people would do that. If there's something you want, then you fight for it also.
Yeah. Kaya marami rin ako natutunan eh. Diba yung mga kasabihan natin na winners don't quit, quitters don't win. That's not true. In business, you need to learn when to pivot and when to quit. Quit on the business, but do not quit on your dreams. So I learned that the hard way.
Quit on your dreams. Wow.
Yeah. But you can quit on your business or currently what you have right now in order for you to stay more loyal to something that you will never quit.
Ako wala na akong dream kasi ito yung pangarap ko to interview Jayson Lo. So I need to ask God for a bigger dream na kasi I'm already stepping on the things that I've been praying for.
Ano ba title? The Art of Flattery.
No, the title is he lost money in his 30s. Anyways, so you went bankrupt. Did you just lose everything or you went into debt as well?
I went into debt. We lost a lot of money. We lost millions, me and my partners. And personally, I lost millions also, and I incurred millions of debt. In fact, during that time, we had 8 credit cards, all with debt.
What was the largest amount that, if you're okay to disclose, largest amount that you've ever owed in one point in your life when you were bankrupt?
Kasi yung time na yun, we lost almost 10 million eh. Tapos ako personally, we had almost 3 million debt.
Okay.
Yun yung maganda kasi hindi siya nagballoon. My brother actually managed a company that owed a lot of money before. And he was the one who told me in the hospital. That's when I learned we were bankrupt already kasi wala akong pambayad ng hospital bills. Tapos yung brother ko visited me and he told me, Jayson, this is all about learning how to count. It's about the numbers. The numbers don't lie. And you just check the numbers. How long can you sustain the business? And if you get more investments, how long will the business run if you keep losing money? And I counted.
So how did you decide na, sige, it's time to stop this and then move on and do something else?
Kasi maraming mga negosyo, hindi na gano'n eh. Yung mga may-ari hindi nagbibilang. So, kahit na dapat isara na yung business, what's keeping them first is fear. Because they don't know what to do next. The second is pride. They don't, yung iisipin ng tao, parang ano iisipin ng tao pag na-lose na wala yung business, yun yung nagiging apprehension. And if they have money, doesn't mean that you have money in the bank, then your business is successful because sometimes too much money can make us dumb. Kaya yung mga nangungutang for their business and then expansion, sometimes it backfires eh. Kasi nandito yung business mo, ito yung level ng competence mo, ito yung level ng competence mo, ito yung business mo resources, biglang umutang ka, hindi na sundan ngayon yung level ng ating competence. So it's better to, di ba, grow your business from
Proportional to your expertise.
Proportional to your expertise, and of course, dun sa funds din natin, constantly building it up.
So, you folded up your business. Would you consider that was your bottom point already?
Yeah.
So how did you rebound from that? What were the steps that you took, from going from someone who lost a lot of money, went bankrupt, to where you are now, the very very successful Jayson Lo?
The very, very, not as successful as Marvin Guermo.
No. Guys, check him out
My idol,
on his
my
talks.
idol.
The books that he's written, amazing.
No, but Marvin really is, I want to congratulate you also. You're helping a lot of Filipinos in terms of not just, not quitting on their dreams, but teaching them about how to reach those dreams through a proven system. So, bro, congratulations. Yan.
Oh,
Tama naman,
first
big
time
fan.
may nag-compliments ha. First time.
Ako kasi compliments sa'yo, pala yung bola eh.
Yeah, totoo. For those who are listening, you know naman that I always speak from the heart. So, he's the best, guys. He's the best. Okay, so back to your story. How did you bounce back?
Well, it's also interesting because when you talk about following your passion, kami kasi ni Marvin, we're speakers now. And even before I became a speaker, a professional speaker, when I say professional, a huge chunk of that is our bread and butter. I was already speaking at that time. So I get invited by different organizations, companies, schools, while I was a businessman. And I don't get paid for that for the longest time. And little did I know that that was actually my sort of training. And then from that time, I started to venture more into that because of my experience in business and other stuff. So a lot of the things that I share came from my experience and also came from those moments when you're actually down, you don't know what to do, because in those moments of difficulty, you will always find opportunities and you will always find you will form the heart, the mind, the more grit, develop it in order for you to be able to do things that before akala mo imposible, pero posible pala.
When you lost money, were you married already at that time? Or
Yeah, we were married already.
with kids already?
With kids. My wife was actually, my wife got pregnant after 5 years.
Okay. But was it hard also to tell your wife or your family? Meron bang adjustment sa day-to-day living ninyo? Na, syempre, if you earned your millions in your early 20s, parang, was there a big adjustment in the way you spent?
Well, alam mo yun ay problema eh, kasi hindi naman ako magastos. I can buy
20 cool hand shoes.
Kulit.
Just kidding. Okay, continue.
Yung mga kita ko before, binabalik ko lagi sa negosyo. Yung problem, I didn't diversify. Yung the Bible tells us, shows us how important diversification is. Do not put all of your eggs in one basket. So, yun yung naging problem sa akin. And I was doing the business for the wrong reasons. So, my wife actually got pregnant after 4 years. So, we had our baby on our 5th year of marriage. And when everything happened, when we lost everything, yun yung type na manganganak yung wife ko, wala kaming pera. And di ko alam saan ako kuha ng pera, wala akong malapitan. Even my parents, my siblings, they had their own challenges. And I think we had 5,000 in the bank. We needed more than 100,000 and we were in debt for millions.
Wow.
And we lost millions, 8 credit cards. And every day when I would wake up in the morning, there's this uneasiness, as if there are hindi nga butterflies in the stomach, parang bubuyog yata, in the stomach. And every day, whenever I would receive a text message or our phone rings at 9 a.m., before 9, early in the morning, I know already it's the bank. I knew already it was the bank, and meron kaming check na magbabounce, kailangan i-finance. Awa naman ng Diyos, wala naman nag-bounce na check eh. Pero gano'n yung experience namin. But I will never trade that for anything, because at the age of 30, when we lost everything, that was the worst year of my life. But I discovered eventually it was also the best year of my life. Because without that experience, I believe that it wouldn't have made me stronger, wiser, and more dependent on God.
So, when you was 30, I was probably 10, no? But when you were 30,
10 years na nag-work.
10 years na nag-work. Okay, very good, very good. When you were 30, how many years did it take before you bounced back, got out of debt, finally had savings, and then started to invest? How many, the years in between?
Well, mga 2.5.
1.5 what? Is that fast or slow?
Well, in my case, it was okay. Kasi, hirap eh. Yung, alam mo parang, di ba, we're both fans of basketball. Pag na-injure ka,
Okay.
iba ka maglaro eh. Mas maingat ka, mas it's not anymore physical eh, but it's a psychological battle.
Parang Derrick Rose.
Parang Derrick Rose, di ba? Or pwede ka rin maging, sino ba yung nag-recover na player? Si Paul George, di ba?
Magaling. Paul George,
niya.
good recovery. Good recovery.
Derrick Rose, yun na naka-recover.
I'm rooting
So,
for OPC, by the way. Yeah. I hope they win.
And yung sa akin, it's more psychological in a sense. Kasi nawala yung confidence ko. Dati sobrang confident ako. Tapos before, alam mo yung pagbata ka, you feel like you can do anything. Pero yung medyo, bata pa rin naman ako, yung nawala lahat, doon ko na-realize na, grabe, we have dreams, but dreams are actually very expensive. It's not for free. But the question is, are you willing to pay the price?
Wow. Grit. Parang grit yun, no?
Yeah.
It's something that goes above and beyond. Ako, I like people who work hard, and Jayson Lo is a textbook example of you working hard also for your dreams. So, just to put this to a close, tips for people to get out of debt and make their millions. So,
Yeah, read my favorite book of all, Stock Lords. Uy, nabasa ko lahat yun, ha? Ay, di pala lahat. Marvin has, ilang books na naman ngayon? Five, no?
Five
Yeah,
books.
nabasa ko yung, 3. Yung isa, sinisimulan ko na. Yung isa, katabi ko matulog. Actually, Marvin knows this. Di ba nagsulat ka ng verb, no? Yung determined. It's spelled D-E-B-T, determined. So I shared about my death story, our death story, me and my wife. And I use an acronym there entitled, it's called MAD, M-A-D. So M stands for make savings a priority. Kasi kapag priority siya, you will really do something about it. For example, if I ask you to save 100,000 this month, you would probably think imposible. Pero pag sinabi ko, you need to save 100,000 because someone in your family is sick, probably your parents or your child, kailangan mo ng 100,000 pang hospital, definitely kahit ano mangyari, you will come up with 100,000 because it's all about your focus, your priorities, and making sure that it's important to you. Kasi savings is important but it's not urgent. So if you do both and create a system around it, then that's the first. A naman is attack debt. I know there's good debt and bad debt, though, but before you get into the good debt part, you need to learn about bad debt first. And there are many good debts that eventually become bad debts because of mismanagement. So you attack them, you need to be emotionally involved as if debt is a disease that you need to get out of your body, take out of your body, because if you don't, then it will eat you alive. And many families are eaten alive because of debt. So you have to attack it with gusto, and you have to be emotionally involved, engaged, because if not, then the debt would continuously linger. The third one, so make savings a reality, or a priority rather, attack debt. Tapos yung di naman is day in, day out. If you watch yung Karate Kid, ako kasi, yung kay, ano yung pangalan ng anak ni Will Smith? Jackie Chan.
Oh, it's Jaden.
Jaden. Sa kanya kasi ano pa yung Pat Morita.
Yung Chinese yun na pala to. Yes,
Pat Morita yung sa'yo, no? Yung
Not bro.
yung unang Karate Kid, no?
Oh, may una ba? I thought, oh, so reboot na yun na pala. Oh my gosh, I didn't watch that. Okay.
Yeah, as if, ano ka na nun? Na ilang high school na, no? Yung
I don't know eh. Early 90s. I was born in early 90s. So,
early.
yeah.
Hindi naman malayong edad natin eh. I'm only 33. Ikaw?
27.
27,
Yeah,
okay. Day in, day out, like Karate Kid, yung wax on, wax off. To cut a long story short, he became champion because he was willing to do the small stuff, the menial things, because there are no menial jobs, but only people who thinks that their work is insignificant. So how can you turn something, your work, or your job into a career and finally into a calling. You find that calling. As I've mentioned, I just watched this video from Mark Cuban, the owner of Dallas Mavericks, and he said, "Don't follow your passion, follow your effort." And when I saw that video, it really made sense.
Yeah, galing.
Kasi I had no passion in speaking whatsoever. I wasn't passionate to speaking. I was passionate in doing businesses. Unfortunately, I was doing it for the wrong reasons because I want to make a lot of money, want to set up a restaurant, a fleet or branches of restaurants, and then sell it for hundreds of millions eventually. Wrong reason to start a business. And most of the time, if not all of the time, if you start something for the wrong reasons, then definitely you will fail. And then, little did I know, I was doing this as a form of ministry. And eventually, it's going to be something that I would do as a calling because that's where my effort lies. So, my encouragement to everyone, if you are in debt, just like me, I believe that that thing that was meant to destroy you will make you better and make you not just better in terms of what you're doing, your business, your work, but it will also make you a better person. It will make you empathetic. It will make you less proud and be more humble because, as we all know, if you become successful, sometimes we're not ready and it can destroy us. Never let success get to your head, but never let failure get to your heart.
Galing. While he was saying that, no, it reminded me that your mess can be your message. God can turn it around. What was meant to hurt you, God can turn it around for good as well. Yeah, so I don't know if you noticed this, for those who've been following the videos, this is our longest video so far, pero parang bitin because there's just
21 minutes na
21.
Wow.
There's so much content from this guy. So I'll probably do more videos with him in the future, but if you want to check him out, JaysonLo.com, all of his books, all of his content, and the goal of videos like this is just to really help you, that you get as much as you can, because we really want to see more Filipinos reach their goals of financial freedom, that you live your life at your own terms, and that's it. So
yeah, watch out for our upcoming event. We just talked about it, so that's part of my bucket list.
All right.
Share the stage with Marvin.
No, that's
So,
that's
with
my
my
vision.
idol.
That's my vision board. So watch out for it. May 2018. Yeah.
Yeah, May 2018.
Yeah. So that's it.
Excited.
So I hope you guys would learn a lot, and I hope this is something that helps you towards your road of financial freedom.
Hey, thank you so much, Marvin.
See you all again soon. Bye bye.
Power.